Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Annette. Dr. Williamson. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I'm in the car. I just dropped Zamina off at gymnastics, and then I'm going to go head over to a kids sports camp so I can go volunteer over there for the day. Good morning. That video fired me up. A lot of cursing in that video. I apologize. Even though I like cursing, but I know some people don't like that too much, but that was a lot. So I apologize if that was offensive, but that video really got me fired up. Do you guys know we're supposed to do hard things? We're supposed to do hard things. It's supposed to be hard. Like life is hard. It's supposed to be hard. I was looking at some Bible verses this morning about like life is hard. Why is life hard? It says in Isaiah 41:10, it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." That's a beautiful verse. And a lot of times we take that verse and, we think about it when like we're weak and life is getting hard and things like that. But I think God gave us that verse because he knew it was going to be hard. And he was giving us that hope and that inspiration and that motivation that, like, hey, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to be with you and I'm going to give you strength to do the hard things. But sometimes we think, oh, it's hard. It's not supposed to be this way. Oh no, what am I going to do? It's too hard. But we got to change that mindset and actually push towards the hardness, push towards it's supposed to be hard. Sometimes when challenges come up for me and I start to feel like that, like, oh man, God, I have to like switch it and automatically be like out loud, no, Zara, it's supposed to be hard. Like push right towards this, because the harder it is, the more strength God's going to give me, and the more things I'm going to get through in life, and then I'm going to feel so good on the other end, because that sense of accomplishment after you do such hard things that you probably didn't believe you were going to be able to get through, you get yourself to a different level of confidence, a different level of strength, a different level of faith. Your faith even rises because now you believe in something that you didn't previously believe in, because you pushed through the hard and you got on the other side. But if we wake up in the morning, every morning, and be like, it's supposed to be hard. Let me actually, you know, embrace that. There was a quote I saw a couple of weeks ago, and it was more like a stoic type of quote. And it said, like, those who embrace the challenges or the struggle or the discipline it takes to break yourself and get through the things, those are the happiest people in life. And it's absolutely true. Like when you get on the other side of doing hard things, you have this elation, you have this like confidence, you have this faith, you have this like belief system that just gives you this sense of fulfillment, happiness, peace. And then you want to get through the next hard thing. You want to continue to challenge yourself, because then that becomes the thing. That becomes like what's going to get you to that next elation, is like, man, I have more challenges to overcome. That video had so many different quotes that you can just sit on and let resonate. If you go back, and sometimes I watch videos like that, and like if I hear a really good quote in there, because there are so many quotes, I'll like quickly jot it down, jot it down, jot it down, jot it down. And then at the end, I'll sit and let all those quotes resonate with me, and I'll reread them and I'll reflect on them. And those quotes help me to like, wow, it's almost like scripture. We use scripture to like get us through when we need it, when things are good, when things are bad. We look back on scripture. That's why they say memorize scripture, because that's like your food. That's your manna for the day to get through this life. Right? It's the same thing with these types of quotes in these videos, podcasts you listen to, books you read, things you see that are feeding your mind, that are feeding you and your ability to do hard things. You got to grasp those quotes, grasp those things like scriptures, because that's your ammunition. That's what you're going to use now when the next hard thing comes, right? You're going to look back at that quote and be like, I could do hard things, right? Like it's supposed to be hard. That's one of my favorite quotes or affirmations or lines is it's supposed to be hard. When you say that, you feel so much more powerful than you saying, this is hard. Like just your words can extract different emotions out of you, different abilities, different belief systems, different mindsets, right? Just by changing your words. Simple changes can do huge things for the brain because our brain is just it's like a mathematical thing. It's it just takes in the words, it calculates them, and then it gives you the output. So if you put in this is hard, your brain is automatically going to be like, this is hard, it's too much. Oh, gotta get ready to. Or if you say it's supposed to be hard, your brain is like, okay, it's supposed to be hard. Great. I'm ready. Let me grab all my tools, you know? So it's like just a different way of saying things. And we are able to say those things. We're able to change the lines we tell ourselves and how we see things by going back and pulling out quotes like that, scriptures that help us, give us a toolbox, give us ammunition, give us the right words to be able to approach this life in a better way so that we are ready and prepared and embracing the hard, right? Not just waiting for it to come. That's a lot of times that's what people do too. We go through life, we're like waiting and avoiding and ducking and dodging hard shit. You know what I mean? Like just trying not to let life be hard and just be comfortable, coast. Like I don't want to face challenges, right? But how are we growing? How are our muscles tearing and becoming bigger? How is our brain learning new coping mechanisms that are healthier and healthier for us if we're not looking for hard things to do, looking for hard things to get over and challenge ourselves with and build that muscle and give ourselves a new skill set we didn't even know we had because we wouldn't have known we had it unless we were able to do something hard that needed a new skill set, right? So if you challenge yourself to, instead of waiting and avoiding and ducking and dodging hard things, challenges, discipline, instead every day wake up and be like, it's supposed to be hard. What hard thing can I go find to do today? Right? What can I do today that is hard that I normally don't do every day? You know, am I going to learn a new language? You know what I mean? Why don't I just start today? Go learn French, you know, go and learn Cantonese. Do something hard you otherwise wouldn't come. No one's going to come and be like, you must learn Cantonese. Otherwise, you know, you won't be able to ever work again. No one's ever going to come and do that. Challenge you to learn a new language, right? You got to go chase that thing. You got to go create that hard for yourself, right? Starting a new business. It's hard, or it's supposed to be hard, because if I start a new business, that's very, very hard. But that's probably going to give me a much bigger reward if that business becomes successful than just going to a regular job. But most people won't, because it's hard, because they like their job, because they don't like their job, but they're too scared to do the hard thing. So then they stay with that job that they don't like. So then they never reap the rewards of doing the hard thing and possibly having a successful business and, you know, whatever success means to you, money, legacy, time, whatever that is. But if we didn't take that challenge to do that hard thing, then we would never know, you know, that we had those skills, or we could adopt those skills and reap those rewards. If we didn't embrace, hey, I want to do something really hard. I want to take that risk, right? Hard can also be like, I'm not smoking today. You know, that's a bad habit. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to take 24 hours. That's hard enough. I'm not going to smoke today. Do the hard. Choose the hard today, not tomorrow. Choose it today. Choose it in the next 10 minutes. Is your hard going to the gym? Right? Is your hard calling your parent that you don't like, that you don't make time for, that you have resent with? Is your hard, you know, serving your spouse that you don't like, that isn't treating you as nice, but you're trying to reciprocate, but instead, are you choosing the hard and serving them when you don't feel like it, right? Are you choosing the hard when you set boundaries with your friends? And, you know, you don't want to feel bad, so you let people walk all over you. You're a people pleaser. Are you choosing the hard by no longer doing that, reading a book on people pleasing, and setting some boundaries that are healthy for yourself? There's so many different hards that we could choose to embrace and attack and look for every single day. And if we are looking for the hard instead of avoiding it and ducking and dodging it, our life can be completely different, absolutely more happy, fulfilled, strengthened, all of those things. There is a huge, huge difference in chasing hard things and avoiding hard things. And you have to train your brain to choose which one of those paths you're going to take in life. And that's a very, very important choice, hugely important choice. It changes the entire trajectory of your entire life. If you just change that mindset, are you avoiding hard things or are you choosing hard things? I got some more Bible verses to let you guys go with because from the very beginning, like even universe, spirituality, whatever you believe in, is telling us it's going to be hard. Face it. Face it. And if you face it, I have some ammunition for you to add to your toolbox. Remember, we need to get our own ammunition. We need to prepare ourselves, right? Quotes, scriptures, videos, podcasts, people, mentors, coaches, whatever that is, positive self-talk, affirmations, whatever that is for you, that's your toolbox. That's your ammunition. That's what you need, right? That's your sword and your shield, right? To battle it out and get on the other side and have a victory, an everyday victory, a lifetime victory, a yearly victory, right? If we're chasing hard things. So strength in difficult times, Philippians 4:13 said, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. He's telling you, you can do all things. You can do all things. Don't limit yourself. Limiting yourself is avoiding and ducking and dodging, right? Being scared, trying to stay comfortable, right? We all know everything you've ever dreamed of, dream big, is on the other side of being comfortable. Okay. If you're dreaming big every single day, that vision probably doesn't equate you being comfortable. It's going to equate that journey of a lot of uncomfortability, sacrifice, growth, challenges, right? Another one, 2 Corinthians 12:9, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. So imagine that when we feel weak, there was a quote I heard in there where the guy said, like, we're supposed to be fools. You know, you're a fool until you fail, and then you become a master. And then you're no longer a fool at that thing that you failed at 10 times, right? But we should go through life almost foolish, and foolish in a way as in, like, I don't know it all. I want to be in rooms that I don't know everything they're talking about, because then I have an opportunity to learn. I have an opportunity to grow. But you walk into a room and you're the smartest person there, you're not going to learn anything, right? You're not going to grow. You're going to be the same. I want to be in places that challenge me, that make me feel like a fool until I get it after I've tried it multiple times, right? If you have not failed, that was another quote I just heard in there that I would write down and I would resonate on, that I would let resonate. If you have not failed, you have not tried hard, right? If you don't ever witness failure, you're not even being challenged. There needs to be no trying, right? And that's a boring life. So again, embrace failures, because that's when you know you're trying, right? That's when you know you're challenging yourself. 2 Corinthians 4:8, it says, we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair. That's basically telling you life is hard. Life is hard. We're hard pressed. There's on every side, everywhere you go, things are going to be difficult. But again, that is the power of embracing that things are supposed to be hard, and I am ready, and I am getting ready, right? And last one, James chapter 1:2-4 says, consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. That's one of my favorite ones. And this week I've been seeing a lot of things about, like, testing your faith, testing your faith, testing your faith. Even God is telling us, like, life is going to be hard, but take this as a test to test your faith. Like, how faithful can you be? How much faith can you have to know that you're able to overcome? I will give you strength. I will walk with you, right? Everything is can be looked at as a way of growth, as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity to get to the next version of yourself. Every challenge in every way, every financial brokenness you've ever been at, every uncertainty you've ever felt, every time you've felt like I cannot stay consistent. Those are times for you to embrace that, hey, this is hard, but God is with you and you're able to do it, and you're going to get through it as long as you continue to choose the hard and not avoid it. Don't duck and dodge it. Let me share this link in here for you. There we go. So if you guys want to go back to that, I really love that video. There were so many, many, many good quotes on there you could write down. But I'll leave you with that. Embrace your hard, go for it, attack it, choose hard things to do every single day. That's going to build your your confidence, and it's also going to lead to a lot of fulfillment, because fulfillment isn't just I want to reach the end goal. Fulfillment is every day I reach a goal. Every day I reach a goal, and goals feel like something that's hard, not easy. So I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful week. Be safe out there, and God bless you. Bye-bye.